Menu narration option is set to off.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is fielded a couple yards deep. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
There we go, back. 280! Check tight. 40, 82, 40. 52.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It's our time. It's our time.
Throwing his Wentz. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
You remember me? You remember 57. Mike's 50. Hey, orbit. Mike's 54.
Yeah. You don't want none. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Working from the gun, Wentz. This is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
21. Here we go.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. That one was hard to fathom. They were in the dime. They had 6 DBs back there. They still lost it.
Great word, because I'm right there with you. I don't understand how they couldn't pick him up. But don't be surprised next week early, there's some extra people in the locker room. Maybe a tryout or two for those guys who missed him.
Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
No. Block.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And this one's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. 3rd down here. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Got his target, Samuel. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Charlie, you ain't doing nothing today. You ain't
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that in it. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
After the sack on 1st down, Wentz, and he's got his man on the out route. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just...
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Here we go.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
He can't hang. Let's kill.
Wentz now to throw. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. This is caught inside the 15. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. 41 yards. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
They come out here in the eye. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get. The football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. This is Gordon. And an alley to run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Check. 53's Mike. Check.
2.
Check 43.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 13-yard line.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
53's the Mike. 53's the Mike.
We own it. We own it.
Garoppolo now. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here we go. 180!
Number 53, 53. Took the ball.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Wentz now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, this from 37. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 6 there on the first down play. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 for the Niners there, the 1st down. Garoppolo.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Now Gold for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Next to score, Eagles 17, 49ers 14.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turned that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. On 1st down. It's Sanders trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Wentz on target there to Jeffrey. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
12, fellas, here we go.
Check 99. Check 99. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
Here's Mostert. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Niners 21, Eagles 17. Robbie Gould to kick off for San
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
at their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. His throw incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. A toss play. Gordon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
I'm trying to collect.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 33 yards that time. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play?
Here we go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Wait.
Mostert. And he's going to get this one down to the 8 gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. This is Mostert. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try the right side this time. Here with Gordon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Gordon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
He's coming. He's got double up, double up. I got you.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in about the time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it. This one fielded at the 5.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second.